check it out. What's up everybody, Super Derived fan here for another weekly update, number 37 on this Friday. So, what's new with the BRZ? Well, I have the snow tires on, you know, the Dunlop Winter Sport M3s that I told you about last week. I have them on the car, I just got them put on, and yeah, I've only driven the car for maybe 30 minutes or so with these tires on so far, so I can't give you too many impressions just yet, but one thing that immediately struck me was that the steering feels a little bit lighter with these tires, and I think snow tires generally have that feeling. I think I remember the Legacy always having a little bit lighter steering whenever I put the snow tires on, so that's the first thing that I noticed. The second thing that I've noticed so far is that they handle very similar to the stock tires so far. I mean, going around bends and stuff, it doesn't feel different really, and I mean, I think the traction control maybe comes on a little bit sooner than it normally does and with the summer tires on, but those are the only two things I can really tell so far. I mean, aside from that, the tires are really nice tires. They're actually pretty nice and quiet. I mean, the Blizzaks that I used to run were a good bit noisier. These tires, they have about the same sound level as the stock summer tires. I don't know. I mean, like I said, I've only had them on for about, you know, I've only been driving the car for about 30 minutes or so, so I can't really give you too much of an in-depth analysis of them, but so far, I'm really loving these tires. Alright, so again, these tires are on their break-in period, so this all might change next week, but these tires seem a little bit more twitchy, and actually, it feels a tiny bit more tail-happy with these tires. It might actually be even more fun with winter tires on than it is with the standard summer tires. So I haven't plasti-dipped the wheels yet. That's one thing I wanted to wait because they do put a lot of grease and stuff on the wheel to get the tire to slip on there easier, and so I want to let all that wash off. And also the tires have a little bit of a break-in period where they're kind of releasing some of the things that were used in production. So once all that stuff's done, you know, probably next week, that'll be one of my projects, is to plasti-dip the wheels next week. So yeah, that's it for all the BRZ updates. The one other thing I want to mention is I just want to thank you guys once again for your support on these car reviews that I've been doing. You guys are always giving me great feedback on these car reviews, and you've helped me to make them better, and I mean, I really appreciate that. A lot of you have noticed that, you know, they are getting better and better, and so they're just going to keep getting better hopefully here, and continuing to do cars that you guys are requesting, and so just knock them out one by one here. So yeah, that's it for all this week's updates. I'll send it back to me at the news desk for this week's news. Right, so for this week's news, the first thing is, if you follow the Super Derived fan Facebook page, you will have seen, or if you follow anything online, the 2015 Super Derived was teased officially by Subaru, and it was this very sweet, short video of a shot panning down, looking down on the car, and it looks amazing from that angle. I mean, the 2015 WRX, you know, everyone was hoping it would have some of the concept cues, you know, because the concept car looked so amazing and just so stunning. Everyone loved it. So we were hoping that it wouldn't just be a hopped-up Impreza. It would be the all-new concept car that we saw. And from this angle, it looks a lot like the concept. And I got really excited whenever I saw this teaser. I was like, wow, maybe the 2015 WRX will actually be a really cool car. And then another picture was leaked that some people said might be a render. I think it's probably a real picture, and basically it shows the same red car with the same rims, but it's just a normal shot of it. And whenever you see that, you see that it looks a lot like all the test mules we've been seeing, which is just a normal Impreza that has a hood scoop, you know, a different front bumper, different headlights, and, you know, some side skirts. It doesn't even have a big spoiler or anything like that. It's very sedate looking and kind of disappointing to me. But let me know what you think about the looks of the 2015 WRX. The 2015 WRX is officially going to debut at the LA Auto Show here. I think they said that it's going to be live November 19th, and that's when we'll be able to see the whole thing. And another car that's also going to be being revealed November 19th is the Jaguar F-Type Coupe, which has been teased on Jaguar's Instagram page, and I mean, everyone kind of already knows what it's going to look like, but it'll be great to see it finally in the flesh and, you know, see if they're going to have a manual or, you know, see how much it's going to cost for the coupe. But, yeah, that'll be another interesting car to see. LA Auto Show is going to bring all kinds of great stuff next week. Next is more good news that Aston Martin is considering a GT3 derived Vantage supercar. So basically, you know how Ferrari has the Scuderia and it has a Speciale now, and you know all these race-inspired versions of street cars. So Aston Martin is thinking, well, you know, we have the Vantage V12S, and if that wasn't insane enough, let's make a hardcore version of that. And so that's what they're considering, is making a version. I don't know how much it would take cues from the race car. I'm assuming it wouldn't have the enormous rear spoiler or the crazy front splitter or anything like that. But it'll be very interesting to see. I hope they go for it, because Aston Martin seems to just be on this hot streak recently of making awesome cars. So basically anything Aston Martin wants to make, go for it. I think it all is going to be amazing. Speaking of another amazing car, the McLaren P1 is officially sold out. So they said that they're making 375 of them, and they're all sold at $1.15 million each. So if you were wanting one, you can still be added to the list. That way if someone gets dropped off or they have to pull their order for some reason, you can still get one. Otherwise, good luck buying one of those for any less than like $2 million. I'm sure since these are sold out, you'll be able to find one used, but it'll probably be more than it was new. So it looks like it's a spectacular car though from everything I've read and heard. So not surprised at all the P1's sold out. Another car that was going to be revealed in LA, but they decided to reveal it early, was Lincoln's MKC. And they had a concept version that looked really good, and so this car is the official production version, and it looks just as good. I don't know, I mean, I haven't driven any of the new Lincolns, so I can't speak as to their driving dynamics, but as far as the looks of them go, I mean, the MKZ I think is a beautiful car. And now this MKC is equally beautiful. I love the long taillight bar in the back and the beautiful chrome grills in the front. It's a very pretty car for sure. And with the awesome Ford underpinnings that they have, you know, Ford's been doing some really nice cars recently. These should be quite good. I'd love to start reviewing some of these new Lincolns in the future. But that's spectacular, and they decided to reveal it early instead of waiting until LA. And one sad bit of news that's going to be coming out at LA that we just heard about is that Mercedes is announcing an SLS Final Edition, which means they're going to quit making the SLS. I have no idea why. I don't know if it's not selling well or they just want to keep it in small numbers and not produce it forever. But I still adore the SLS. I love the way they look. I love the retro cues, but you know, all the modern stuff along with it. The gull-wing doors, the amazing sound. I mean, I heard these things are drift monsters. I'd still love to drive one. And so yeah, apparently they're going to debut this Final Edition, which should have a better interior. They might tweak some stuff on the engine and stuff, and do a few other things. I mean, I think they're going to still continue producing this car until around the end of 2014 at least. But it's still very sad to hear that this car isn't going to be produced after that, because I love the SLS. I think it's a great car. So yeah, that's it for all this week's news, guys. So I'll send it back to me in the car. Alright, so I'll leave you with a nice little acceleration here, like I always do. So these tires, that was the first time I've done a hard acceleration with these snow tires on. They definitely don't get grip as good as the summer tires do, actually, which is kind of funny. But I was spinning throughout all that. The traction control light was on the entire time. I was shifting first to second, all the way up till I shifted into third. So this will be a fun winter. If these tires keep acting like this, I'll be sliding all over the place in a good way. Hopefully once the snow hits, they'll grip and it'll be good. Otherwise, this will be really interesting. So yeah, if you haven't subscribed yet, you know, definitely subscribe this winter. I'll be giving you updates every week on how this thing is doing in the snow and how these tires are doing, and it'll be interesting for sure, because you know, this will be my first time ever actually daily driving a rear-wheel drive car in the winter time. So it'll be a little bit of a learning experience for me, and it'll be very entertaining probably for you guys to watch. We'll be definitely doing some snow drifting here and all that kind of fun stuff too. So stay tuned this winter. It's gonna be a lot of fun, and hopefully this thing handles it pretty well. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next week. Take care.